matter of fact. As a matter of fact.
An ancient Mexican tribe, the Olmecs, were the first chocoholics. Chocolate has natural ingredients that make you feel really good.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
As a matter of fact.
The Aztecs liked their chocolate hot. They put chili powder in it.
As a matter of fact.
The original word for chocolate sounded like caca.
As a matter of fact.
Cocoa butter is the fatty part of the bean. It's used to make white chocolate and suntan lotion.
As a matter of fact.
Napoleon ate chocolate for a quick kick during his long marches.
As a matter of fact.
Will this chocolate give me zits?
Chocolate does not give you zits.
Great.
As a matter of fact.
There was trees down and people crying, and it was just real horrifying.
I really thought I was going to die. I had no time to think about anything but screaming and trying to get out.
It ripped the roof off of my house. I was just sitting on the couch saying, I'm too young to die.
The strongest tornadoes can have winds up to 300 miles per hour. They are called F5s and known to have the most violent winds on Earth.
On April 8, 1998, a F5 touched down just a few hundred yards behind our school.
Adam Andrews was a junior last year at Oak Grove High School. He lives in Jefferson County, Alabama. His school no longer exists.
You know, it really just seemed like a dream, and I was wondering when I was going to wake up and realize that everything was okay. But the longer that I walked around and saw things and houses destroyed and people just hurt and bleeding, just the more horrified that I realized that it was real. My mother and I were walking up just behind the school, and we were looking how it just stripped the bricks off the top of them and just knocked down walls.
Lives were spared because school had recessed for the day, but the storm ravaged the community.
Well, there were several houses up and down sides of this road here on both sides, probably about 12 or 13 just on this side of the road and back here behind me. And when the tornado came through, there was just absolutely nothing left.
33 people died. The tornado traveled 30 miles and caused hundreds of millions of dollars in damage. Ashley and Amber Jones were at a church service when the Alabama tornado hit.
I was right there and she was right here. And my dad was just hovering over us.
Oak Grove student Laura Pettit died at home in the storm.
She bled to death. She was 16 years old and was a 10th grader, and was friend to a lot of people there.
Even today, as families rebuild, memorials line the roadways in honor of the dead.
We lost almost something that would be equivalent to a dear friend, because even though the school was just a building, it was still like a second home for most of us. It really looked like a bomb had gone off right over the school. You couldn't tell where a classroom ended, another one began. You couldn't tell where the hallways were. It was just stuff piled upon each other.
Seeing the destruction was hard for fifth graders like Courtney Glaze.
That's me right there. I was trying to find things that I could keep to remember the school.
10-year-old Whitley Stedding was at home in the crawl space of her house. How long did you stay under there?
For about 5 or 10 minutes, but it was like the longest time I've ever spent. I was looking towards the school just to see if I could see anything. And then I saw this big green lightning, and I saw all this tin flying and stuff.
The junior high school cheerleaders were practicing in the gym.
It was so dark and scary, and the roof blew off, and it just hit. And then all of a sudden, everything started flying around and started hitting us. It was really scary. All we really could do was hold on to each other and pray.
Carly Alexander was in the gym, looking for her older sisters before the tornado hit.
I heard the school falling, though. I heard bricks and cave-ins. Then debris was coming down. It was everywhere, and it was like, is this really happening to me?
That's where the junior high cheerleaders were at just moments before the tornado hit.
It's hard to go to sleep sometimes at night when you know that there's a bad storm coming.
16-year-old Amy Hammonds is afraid of tornadoes now. The Alabama storm left her homeless.
That's the hallway that me and my mom got in. The tornado was like up over my house and it was trying to sweep me out. We just saw our home completely destroyed.
For 7 months, Amy's family lived in a small trailer on loan from a friend. Today, a new house stands where the old one was destroyed. Her school days are a different issue.
Where are we going to go to school? How am I going to finish my 2 years out?
Elementary and high school students who once shared a campus are now miles apart.
There wasn't really anything that they could do, just bring in a few trailers, which they did, and we just kind of jam-packed everywhere. We had as many as 30 people or 40 kids in just a small room.
Oak Grove's upperclassmen now attend Gilmore Bell High School. The two schools were already competitors in sports. Bringing them together caused natural conflicts.
We really don't feel like we're at school. We feel like we're just visiting right now. This doesn't feel home at all. It feels like you're away.
Students try to be optimistic about the future, but many have seen too much.
We realize that we're not guaranteed the next moment. We're not guaranteed anything really as far as living. We can die in the blink of an eye.
The scariest type of storm would have to be a tornado.